Woo! Woo!
Woo!
Woo!
I can't see. Hi, everybody.
Hello.
Hey, what happened to all the gnomes, John? You didn't throw a grenade over there, did you?
No, I put them all up.
Oh.
Kirby ate all of them.
Yeah, he swallowed them all. All right, Justin, I updated it. You're good
Okay.
to go.
Hello, everybody. How you doing? Ron, don't you have something to say?
Live from Broadwood Studios, it's Reaper Live. Tonight's special guests are Tim Conway, Julie Andrews, and special musical guest Captain and Tennille.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
Julie Andrews.
Is that better? Does everybody feel better now?
I do.
We've got our special guest lined up. Oh, and a special guest, very special guest star showing up later, David Pugh. So,
Oh,
be
yeah.
ready for that.
Oh, the best
Special musical guest.
Yeah, he's he'll play bass guitar for us, right, Ed?
Yeah, he's getting mic'd up
Yeah.
backstage.
That would be fun.
Is that what he's doing?
Well, yeah, I think so. I guess he's got a bass amp sitting right there next to his computer. So,
Oh, I see. Ron's back in the office. You got your computer fixed.
Well, actually, my computer had nothing to do with it.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
John, thank you.
It was firewall stuff, right?
It was the firewall.
Correct.
It was the firewall.
We're not allowing UDP traffic through a certain range, and we had to fix that.
So that means certain things get through, certain things don't. So, well, I'm not used to having a virtual run sheet. It's kind of screwing me up.
yeah, you gotta pull it up.
Dang. Okay. Blah blah blah. This, that, and the other. It's the same thing as always. Okay. Well, do you want to do anything special while we wait on Dave, or should we just charge right ahead?
I say charge right ahead.
Charge right ahead.
Okay. Here we go.
Yeah.
Sound the alarm.
Ron,
Sound
I would say-
the horn.
Ron, what'd you do this week?
Oh my God. Nothing.
Nothing?
Just everything, everything, whatever. Same thing as everybody else does, just stuff. So, what about you, Lauren? What'd you do?
Well, I went over a couple of those little sheets you gave me to check for some spelling errors and grammatical errors, but there was really nothing. So everybody, give them a thumbs up.
There was one that you found that was a classic Reaper typo.
Okay, I was gonna save you from that, but I was like, do you want to tell them?
So our logos are saved as flattened images. That way you just grab the file. For some reason, I had to recreate the Bones logo. I don't remember why, but I had to recreate the logo. So I had all my elements. I was fooling around, and I put it on. What we're doing is we're making. Everyone knows the Bones Weapons Mega Pack thing.
Mm-hmm.
There's Dave. So instead of just putting them in the shrink wrap, what we're going to do is we're going to put them in a bag with a header card, right? You stapled it on there, and it's retailers can now scan out the barcode and things like that. So and they can display it. So I get it ready. I'm about to send it to the printer, and I give it to Lauren and say, "Here, proofread this. I'm sure it's bulletproof." Right? So
Like always.
she read it. Go ahead, Lauren, and tell them what you found.
So I look at it and I look at Reaper Miniatures, and Miniatures is misspelled. And I had a slight panic attack. Yeah, I had a slight panic attack because I was like, am I spelling this wrong for 5 years? Oh my God. And so I call Ron up and I'm like, Ron, do you have it in front of you? He's like, hold on, give me a minute. He pulls it up. He's like, yeah. I was like, is Miniatures misspelled? He's like, oh my God, it is. It's misspelled. He forgot an extra I.
Classic. It was, I left out the second I. It was miniatures.
Yeah.
And we've seen that 100,000 times, right? So,
well,
I almost didn't see that.
There's tell them the other part of the story. What's out on the outside of the building?
That's what I meant. I said 100,000 times. We've got 100,000 scry counters out there misspelled.
So, yeah.
That's why I thought it was so funny, is because it's the same
classic
typo. But
Now, and for those that don't know that story real quick, we had done all these scry counters. We've been doing, by this time, like Ron said, we got 100,000 of them in these discs out there. And a FedEx driver comes in to the lady at the front desk, and while she's signing, she looks down at it. She had a disc on her desk with a figure on it, the scry counter, and she goes, "Oh, did you realize you misspelled the word miniatures?" And so that's what he means by the 100,000. So what I did is I saved a tub of some gold-plated ones, and when we put the building together, they're around the perimeter of the building. You'll see that. It's just as a reminder. Obviously, it doesn't work in a while, but it's a reminder.
Yeah. So Lauren's my safety net. She's going to proofread all my stuff now. And look, there's a difference between being a bad speller and just having a typo. And I don't think I'm a bad typist either, but I've just been going too fast. So
yeah, you got a lot of things on your plate, and you're just like going.
I'm just going fast, right? And I misspelled that, and Lauren caught it. And I would have jumped out the window had that come back from the printer, and someone caught that. I don't know what to do. I would have to
At
go.
least you got a window to jump out.
Yeah.
Huh?
I said, at least you got a window to jump out.
Yeah.
I would have jumped out the one on the ceiling. I would have jumped out that one. So, yeah. So
remember back in the good days of WordPerfect when Ed, you were having, I think, Mike Athey was typing up some ad copy, and he would type in the word pewter, and WordPerfect would automatically substitute it for pedophile.
Pederast.
Yeah.
It would automatically change it to pederast.
Or pederast.
Same thing. Yeah. Pederast.
Oh my god.
And it was like stupid word perfect.
And Ed's like, "Come on, Mike, catch these spelling errors." And then, okay, here it is. Hands it back to Ed, and Ed's like, "Mike, come on," because it just kept changing it.
Yeah. You just gotta the old sticky keyboard. It's kind of
it's wonderful.
Your veins sometimes. Also, getting old and not be able to see very well also sucks too. So
that's not happening to you. That's happening to Paul.
Yeah.
John, what about you? What'd you do this week?
I started getting ahead on my weekly post. I'm going to start doing the gallery showcases on Tuesdays and Thursdays now, so I started to slot everything into that schedule. And good thing I'm doing it because I think the gallery is moving, I think is what Ed told me, that a lot of it's going to be moving to the new store. So I'm glad I'm getting ahead of it. So that's good.
Yeah.
Y'all better be careful.
And that's about it, really. And some Reapercon stuff that I can't talk about.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's really cool too. Yeah, John's been showing it to me. It looks really cool. Looks really neat. It's gonna be fun.
Oh, John, is it the thing that you showed me that one time?
Yes.
Ooh.
This is great content for everybody watching, but yes, Reapercon's gonna be great. If you're not gonna be there, more Reapercon news coming up soon. Maybe like hotels, maybe soon. But
break that right now. I get. Oh, you know what? I'll sit on it. I'll wait till we finish going around.
Okay, that's about it for me.
Well, Dave, what did you do?
Well, let's see. I got new tax books in, and exciting. Now that Ron's out, I can really tell you what I did. It's just year-end stuff. Had a good report from a doctor on Monday, which kind of helped make the week. And there you go. That was just mainly just year-end stuff. Oh, and well, he's not. I checked. He's not in chat, but I sent out the 1099. So tell Clever Crow that his 1099 is out. Yeah.
Okay.
And he was asking for it last week. Exactly.
I don't know. So for me, my goal this week was to not bother Ron as much as I normally do.
So how many calls, Ron? Be honest. How many times did Ed call you?
Oh, a lot. Like today alone is like 8.
Yeah, but those were the important ones. They weren't the prattle ones. So.
Hey, Ron. Hey, I'm just calling to prattle.
I do that. Yeah. Well, anyway, no.
Hey, I'm just calling. Don't forget to drink water.
We got a lot loaded for Greg's games. That's coming along. We should see that soon. That was a lot of loading stuff in and wrangling photos and junk like that. And then just a lot of work on a lot of stuff. Kickstarter's coming up, so there's that. There's Base Boss. We just got a lot of stuff coming on the horizon. So, which is really good. So, anyway.
I may be one. Yeah, my dad's doing fine. I don't know where you got your info from. So,
well, he did have issues earlier.
Yeah, and we've worked through those.
Yeah, he actually broke his back in a fall, and and he's 90, so at his age, but he's back and going. He's just now trying to build up his strength and stamina.
He's living with me before he transitions to his home, so he's at my house. And Ron, I see you're at your office.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yes.
So no mystery gun from your son or anything, gunners?
Oh yeah.
Not tonight.
Not tonight.
No.
I'm sure that was the popular.
My other kid's here. He's working. I wonder if he could come up and flex.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's now part of the show, I think, isn't it?
Connor. Yeah. So, okay. We'll tell you what. All right. So, looking at my virtual run sheet, it's time for news for consumers in the hobby. So, we're going to talk with. We'll see.
Clapping sound effect, Justin.
Flap, 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 flap.
Oh, okay.
All right, the Miniath.
So, according to
I don't have anything for the Miniath, put a little out there about the AU stuff. We're getting there. I don't know why on some of those questions, but this morning, Paxton and I got together. We're changing up how we ship stuff to be able to get it there faster. I don't know if their store gives away free stuff. It's only, or how it does it. I've never even been to their store. So I'll have to look into, see where, give you a better report on it. I know if you order from us, then you get the free stuff, but then you pay the extra shipping because it ships down there and goes on out and all that other kind of stuff. So, but I don't know if their store's set up for that. Now, the Christmas bags, I don't know. Again, I don't know why they didn't have them, but I'll have to get into this. I will get into it more later. I know, not as fast as you'd like, but I'm trying. Okay. So, our store freebies in the Reaper AU store. I don't know. I don't know why they're not turned on. If you can go to our store and look at it, then they should be able to see the freebies. Shouldn't you? Lauren, don't we get when we?
I would say you should be able to.
Yeah.
When they ship from our AU store, they're out. Mm-hmm. That's what they're saying.
Oh, if you put it in here and it auto ships through them, then you're right. They don't have it down there. That's Pax and I were talking about. We're going to start putting the free stuff and the new releases on an express. Apparently, they were going over via container and then taking all their sweet time to go down there via ocean. And so we're going to start putting them on an air freight, new releases and the freebie stuff to make sure it times up for the month. So maybe we will see some change in that for next month. So anyway, I'm sorry, Ron. Go ahead. They just had the big block.
Okay.
Yeah, that's okay.
All right. Okay. Now, back to news for consumers in the hobby. So we're going to start with Kickstarter updates. We'll do Base Boss first. We'll talk about Base Boss a little bit, and then we'll do Bone 6 later on. We'll move it down the run list to do it a little bit later. Let's see. So for Kickstarter, for a Base Boss, Ed, what do we have for Base Boss? John, what news do we have, or what things can we show tonight?
Cumberland, we are going to be. Yes. And go ahead. I'm sorry, John.
No, you go ahead. Let's see. Let me look at my sheets here. So, Justin, you can go ahead and show any of them. I'll just talk about any of them.
Do you have the photos to put up for Base Boss? Now, we're looking at Base Boss within the next week or two. We'll actually go active. Sure. What we did is ship stuff out to various artists, John did, and various people to be able to paint and show us what they're doing. And you've got photos, correct?
Yes.
I'm just going to throw these up if they look like bases. I don't know where you guys want to start. So.
Yeah, they're all the ones that are at the top. So this is from Rhonda Binder, a bird with a brush in chat. On her show on Monday here on this channel, twitch.tv/Reaper Miniatures, she was messing around with a bunch of the different bases. So doing different lava bases and what kind of textures and how they cut. So she was like chopping them up and seeing how well they chopped up and things like that. She was stacking some of them. You can see kind of the mud one there in the middle. and started messing around. So as paint was drying on one, she was moving around to all the other different bases, trying different techniques and different products on how they would work and things like that. So if you missed that show, there's a VOD up here on Twitch. You can go back and watch it. It was from this past Monday, and I think she might be doing more in the future. But yeah, this was some of the bases that she was working on.
And that looks like, someone correct me, is that the 32 millimeter base that she's been using?
Yeah, it's the same one from the package that went out. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we sent out all the same ones. Yeah.
Yeah, I meant for people watching, wondering what the size is. That's the 32 millimeter base.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then you can keep going through some more bases.
Those are cool.
There's a bunch
Those
of
are really
cool. There's this one. Yes. This is from Daryl. Daryl painted this one. And I believe Chris Lewis sculpted these.
Chris Lewis sculpted
that. Right, Ron?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's correct.
This was painted by Daryl Roberts, our very own. And there was two of them. There's the other one. But this is the what are we, do you know what you're calling this one? Or is this Ed? Do you have names for these yet?
No, it has a working title of the tech base, which is sort of obvious.
Tech base.
Tech base. Yeah. And then here's a field of skulls for your warrior to stand on. Yep. But also painted by Daryl, and I believe.
And what's the size of that particular one? The one that Daryl painted. What size is that, Ed?
Oh man, I don't know. 160 millimeter length. I mean, for the oval.
It's an oval. Yeah.
It's an oval shape.
Mm-hmm.
It was pretty large. Both of those and the tech base were rather large.
Yeah, it's pretty big.
And I believe who sculpted this one? I think Daryl sculpted the skulls, right?
Daryl did the skull base and the lava base, and then Chris did this tech base. Which so what Daryl did. So we'll peek behind the curtain here. What he did is he made a plate of texture about yay big, right? And then what he does, he takes his base size, basically kind of like a cookie cutter. He'll take the base size that he wants to fit, and he'll go and he'll find a spot, and he'll just sort of excise that circle or that shape out, and he'll make that, turn that into the base. So he did the skulls. So he's got a big plate of skulls, and he did this all digitally. And then he's got the lava, and he's got some ruins. Did you get the ruins base?
I don't have those pictures. Did he paint some?
Yeah, he painted the ruins. Yeah, and then and then Chris Lewis did the tech base, and it's about, I think it's about a foot by a foot, right? And so Daryl went in and he, again, the example we showed there, that large one, I think that's probably 75 millimeters in diameter. I'm not sure how big that is.
It looks like it. Yeah, I think it is.
It's big. And he just sort of, like I say, found a good spot of texture that he liked, that had a good mix, and he just sort of went in and just sort of cut it out, and that was the how he made that base.
Smart idea.
And the plate that Chris made, that large plate, is full of sci-fi texture, if you want to call it that. Actually, I told him, I said, make it look like something you'd find on the floor of the Death Star or something like that. And he goes, okay. So he just sort of made some stuff.
Those do look like dirty Wookiee feet prints up there going on.
Yeah. So what's really cool is we're going to take that 1 foot plate that he made, that texture base, and we're just going to recreate that as 1 foot tiles and just put those in the new building. So the floor will just be tiled with cool Death Star tiles. So I thought that would be cool. But Dave would like that. It may trap some dirt in some of the cracks and crevices, but we're not.
That's okay. You're going to be the one sweeping it, so.
Yeah, probably so. So anyway, that's. Go ahead.
Go ahead. And then this is a follow-up.
Nice.
This is a follow-up from Hobby Pony Studios. Remember him doing the lava bases, and now he's working on a set of the demons, the blood demons, right? Or the the blood demons. Right. He's painting them up so they all match on the same base. You can see he's doing some OSL here on the loincloth and the underbody. Mm-hmm. And so this is just a whip. He's still working on it. And then Justin, I believe the last one is the bog base, the green one. And so he did a little bog base here with a slight little glowing swampy ooze with this little bog with skulls and stuff like that. So
and the bubble about to pop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really cool.
Shout out to Otis the Hobby Pony in chat, as was the one who was painting these. So shout out to Otis, also known as Rings in the community. But yeah, those are all the updates for the base boss paint jobs that I have so far. But
There we go.
Very neat. Very cool stuff. Yeah. So, and Ed, you said that'll start probably within a week or so?
Yeah, that's right. So we're getting ready to wrap it all, start putting it together since I finished the project I'm on. So, and I hope to finish that Friday. So it'll be over on the weekend. I'll be working on it.
Okay, cool. All right. Yeah. To recap real quick, the Baseballs Kickstarter, you're going to get how many new different types of round styrene or round and oval styrene bases?
Well, there's a total of 10 new bases that are that flush out all the missing pieces from what we had before, the two together. Now you should be able to get just about any base out there that you're going to ever need for any game. The main addition this time, I think there were 3 additional game bases, the ones that have an angle side and the lip. That's what we're seeing the inserts for, is the game line. And then you'll have the flush out all of the ones what we called our display bases, and which have sort of the curved side to it with a little bit of an indent. And so anyway, it'll be that plus the inserts is what the baseballs will be. And then the inserts will cover the full range, we're hoping, of the gambit of the oval and the round bases that are in the game thing. So like you were seeing there, those are the game bases with their straight side. That'll be where all of they will. And then we'll keep going. This is the Kickstarter. We'll have these. Once we get it going, then we can turn around and start looking at inserts for other bases. So
there you go.
Well,
that's what you can expect from Baseballs 2 coming very, 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 very
soon to you.
All right, very cool. Okay, so brag board, real quick. So
Yeah.
you got cool fun stuff with the brag board?
Yeah, I got a couple of cute little brag board pictures. Justin, if you're ready to pull them up. Thank you for all your amazing work. I'm a teacher, and painting minis and the Reaper community have kept me going this year. And I just want to shout out all the teachers and all the stuff that they have been having to go through. And
nice.
Thank you, Lana. I believe it's Lana. Amazing work yourself. I love it when teachers get the, what's it called, paint and takes, and they use those. Yep. I've had a lot of libraries ordering them. Yeah, it's really, really nice.
That's great.
And then we have our next one from Joseph. Ooh, Justin?
I'm here. It's not switching. Hold on. VMix is...
It's lagging.
It could be lagging.
Yeah.
Oh.
There
we go.
Am I? Oh, so I'm not the only one lagging? Is that it?
Could just be you, Dave.
Yeah.
Could be. I mean, I reset. That's why I reset.
Oh, we thought you were just sitting really still. I was like, damn, Dave's committed.
Damn. He'd make an excellent mime,
Beautiful. This one's from Joseph. Thank you for being so great in your support of the community. I'm looking forward to seeing more Bone 6 stuff in the near future. All hail the elusive Weaselmancer.
Right.
Figured I'd throw that one
of
out
these
there.
days we're going to have to do one of those, Ron.
A Weaselmancer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we would do hail. Oh.
Yeah, that's not brag board. That's the next thing, Justin.
Yeah, okay, so it's not VMix.
Justin just pushing buttons.
The folder's all kinds of messed up right now for some reason.
What happens if I push this?
Give me 1 second to iron this out.
Is this? Let me take a guess at this, Lauren. Is this next month's free models?
Oh,
yes.
No. It is, Lauren. I have 4 bragboard pictures. All 4 of them. 2 of them are copies of the first 2.
Oh, okay.
So I have 4 total, but it's only 2 different bragboard posts.
We're gonna blame you for anyway, Justin.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. Well, in that case, yeah. In fact, there's a lot of copies in here.
Darth Daddy has it right. You need to defrag.
I would say that's on you.
All these copies. So should we jump into this, or do we want to save this for later?
I will say, do you want to talk about the next month's promos, Ron?
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Hey,
all the
John?
ones for,
Have you reported your gnomes missing?
Yeah, they ran away from home. You guys scared them off. You guys kept making fun of them, so they ran away.
Okay, so I guess I'm going to go on to the February promos if everybody's ready for that. Obviously, Justin posted this one. This is 77063 Duke Gerard by Bobby Jackson, right? Right, Ron?
Mm-hmm.
I hope I got this right. Okay. And then if you want to do the next one, Justin. This is 77132 Barnabas Frost, also by Bobby Jackson.
Oh, Barnabas.
Yeah. I like him. He's great.
Yeah.
And this is 77217. I do not know how to pronounce this. Michelle, is that right?
Ron?
Yes, sir. Okay. This one's by Julie Guthrie also. She's a good one. And then we have 77258, The Blood Demon, our monster pick of this round. That's by Bob Rodolfi. And then this one's my favorite, actually. 77452, The Invisible Ranger.
Oh.
Yeah.
This is the first time we're doing an invisible one.
Yeah, I don't think we've done a clear or translucent figure yet for a freebie. So I'm really excited to see how this one goes. Oh, yeah, the fire one. Yeah. Oh, and then this one's for our Chronoscope pick, 80,070, the female pilot.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And then
good pulp picture.
Yeah. I'm excited for all these picks. They're really, really interesting. Oh, and then this is our Bones USA promo. The Wag Halter, right?
Yeah.
So, let me see. 70,060 by Bobby Jackson.
That's right. Now it's the Wag Halter. And so we sent that to Rhonda to paint. We showed a whip shot last week of Nas, the Wag Halter. And Justin, I sent you the final painted version of Nas, the Wag Halter.
All right. Give me a second here to grab it.
Sure. I believe the file's called Wag Gray. And this was, again, Rhonda, we showed the whip last week where she was working on it, and she finally got it wrapped up, and so it's in, ready to go.
Yay, Bones USA.
Yeah.
So, and this is going to be, again, so this is, again, what we've done is we've taken Bones USA. It's now the one that was on the Bones USA card, that line of figures, the 30,000 range, that is now called Reaper Legends. Now, the card, when you get your promos in February, they're still going to be on the Bones USA card, right? But eventually that will switch over to the Reaper Legends card for the Bones USA models. And the Dungeon Dweller cards, same thing for them. They get a new card too. And but the ones you get for February will probably stay on those Bones USA cards, but they're in the 7,000 range. Now, the Wag Halter is a Dungeon Dweller figure. And he's 70,060. And then the March promo piece, which we're going to show here in a little bit, is going to be in the the Reaper Legends line. So both figures are injected in Bones USA material, but you have two different lines of figures. Again, we've gone over this last couple of weeks. Bones USA material in two different lines, Reaper Legends and Dungeon Dwellers. And here he is. This is the one that Rhonda painted. So this is the Wag Halter. Ready to go out and stab somebody, I guess. That's what he does. So, again, sculpted by Bobby and painted by Rhonda. So there you go. You'll be seeing a lot of him in February. Yeah, really cool. I really like the way that turned out.
I have him right here. He looks really nice.
Yeah, he's neat. He's really cool.
Yeah.
And so let's see. We'll hold on to that for a moment. Let me look at the run sheet and see what the run sheet says.
Yeah.
By the way, the photo you sent me has not come through yet, Ron. By the way.
Okay. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. The run sheet says now, Reapercon 2022 updates, Gamma and Adepticon plans, and RVE.
Oh, wait. You skipped something. We have to do our pizza party shout out.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Did you get
that?
My little notes here. We would like to thank our anonymous Alaskan superfan for giving us a pizza party today. I don't know if anyone was able to take pictures, but yeah, we had pizza today. It was really nice and fun. And thank you guys. I
wasn't invited, so I didn't take pictures.
Oh, I'm sorry, John.
That's okay.
John, it was the best pizza I've ever had. It was so good.
Okay. I had some on my way out. of work today.
Yeah, we had I didn't know who was Alaskan retailer who shall remain anonymous at his request. And we got Marco's.
Marco's.
Marco.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was really good. It was really great. So, thank you, Alaskan anonymous retailer donor guy.
A super fan. I was told by Colin, super fan.
Yeah, that's what Adrian was saying, super fan. So, very cool, very nice, very nice. Can't forget that. Yeah, really appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, Gamma and Adepticon plans. Ed, do you want to give us an update on the Gamma and Adepticon plans?
Oh yeah, really? See, we're not going to be there.
Okay, there you go. Next,
we've slated too much that's happening in March, and it just is not making. It's not going to be practical. We're moving the store. There's just a lot. Kickstarter 6 is being hinted at. A date's going to have to be finalized, but it'll be in March. So we're
I've got tax season
on Adepticon. Now at Adepticon in our booth space, there'll still be, for those that go, there'll still be the paint and tape, and Talon Games is going to be there at our booth this year to sort of keep it warm and hold it down. And he'll manage that, and then he'll have his stuff there. He does all the CAF stuff, so he will be up there at Adepticon. So that was an easy update.
Yeah.
Origins then?
Origins, we're scheduled to be moving into the new factory, so no, we won't be there. We won't be there either, because we're planning on doing the move in June, and Origins is in June. So even if they move it back or changed, I mean, it's just not in the cards. So sorry. With next year we'll have our act together a little bit better and have a lot less going on.
Yeah, that's what you said about last year.
Yeah. If only.
But Dave, what about RVE this year?
Did we tell him?
What about it?
You tell me.
Actually, why don't we ask Justin? Wasn't he the last to know?
Yeah, I found out right before the show started that we were doing an RVE.
Well, all the important people that needed to be in on it were on it, Justin. I'm sorry.
It was a need to know only.
Yeah.
Guess that means we're not streaming it. But yes, we believe we're doing an RVE this year, correct? Is everyone here on the same? Okay.
Yes, we are. That's what it sounds like. Yeah.
So just make sure that we're all on the same page. That's all.
Yeah.
So.
Hey, John, are we doing one this year?
I have no idea.
He was part of the original decision tree. Yes, there. But either we haven't decided which, but sometime in October or November we will do RVE this year. Again, it's not. I know we did it in March last year, but we've already got our. This is not going to happen before June. So we didn't want to. We talked about putting it on top of Reapercon, but John quickly pointed out, well, everybody that would be teaching or participating will be at Reapercon. So yeah, we sort of came to our senses. And then we thought that it would be nice to maybe push it there into October or November to help us and have play. And everybody signed off on the idea. So, yes, we will be definitely starting to work. And then John immediately said, well, I've got to get started on that now. And I said, well, you're the only one here that organized, so that'll work for me too. So there we go. So I just knocked his plausible deniability right out of the park.
All right. So that leads us kind of back to Reapercon. So Kit is working right now on updating reapercon.com. He's got a lot of fixes and tweaks and things like that to make to reapercon.com. So I know he's working on that. And the plan was for it to go live or to be updated and up possibly tomorrow. I haven't gotten a final date from him yet. But we are also looking at turning on hotel reservations for Reapercon 2022 next Friday. Now, as we get closer, we will be telling you guys more. Hopefully next Thursday, we'll definitely have a much, I would hope by next Thursday, we'll have a much clearer answer. But the target is to turn hotel tickets on, or hotel booking links on next Friday, February the 4th, I believe. Is that right? What is the 4th? Yeah, that's the 4th. Mm-hmm. So, but we will let everyone know on social medias. John will tell everybody on, just about everywhere. We'll tell everyone that when the date that the link's going to go live, so people can get their rooms in advance. We're looking at turning on admission tickets probably in a couple weeks after that. So a lot of stuff happening for Reapercon.com really, really soon. So Just hang in there for a lot of big stuff. But do you guys want a teaser or two for Reapercon 2022? Yes.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I like from the people on the top row. Enthusiasm.
I gotta know what costume I'm making.
Well, I'm gonna. You know what? I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna give you two options, Lauren. Did you already pick something out?
I had a couple of options, but I heard something might have changed. So
I'm gonna give you two more options for this year. Okay. So let me see, Justin. There's two photos I sent you. One is called. Hold on. Let me see here. One's called RC22 Sophie. Can you pull that one up?
Yes. Let me make sure that's the correct one. It's
Okay.
It's been sketched, correct?
Yeah.
All right. There we go.
There you go. So there you go. There, Lauren. There's choice number one for you. So this is Reapercon 2022 Sophie. You know, we're going into the dungeon this year at Reapercon. Lots of dungeon-themed events and things like that. We left the pirates in Brinewind. Now we're just going back to the dungeon where it all began. So there you go. There's Reapercon Sophie by Izzy Talon Collier, as usual. Did a great job. And Lauren, I think if you start on your forging skills, you might have some armor forged by September. Maybe.
I'll get Kevin on it. Me and Kevin and David. Just
okay. So there you go. So this is a kind of work in progress, quick color. This is a kind of a color sketch, I guess, for Reapercon Sophie. I think the pose of the actual miniature that we're going to do this year will be same costume, probably a different pose though, a little bit different pose. But there you go. There's your preview for Reapercon Sophie. Now, also at Reapercon this year, as we do every year, they're going to have 4 factions, and we're going to show you a preview faction today. Justin, this is the one called Reapercon Bone Pander. One of the factions that you can choose this year is the Bone Panders, which they're basically undead hunters, but they're not hunting undead to do good things for humanity. They're hunting undead to harvest their parts and sell them on the underground black necromantic market. So vampiric blood, ghost ectoplasm, mummy dust, things like that. So they're undead hunters, but they're not good guys. They're in it for the money, and they want to harvest all these undead pieces. And there's no place to hunt undead like the West Barrow Hills, which is the setting for Reapercon. So this is Terrazinia. We've done a couple of different versions of Terrazinia over the years. And this is the Reapercon 2022 version. This is illustrated by Max Dunbar. Max was the guy who illustrated the 30th anniversary dragon, which we've shown the concept art for the last couple of weeks. So this is Max Dunbar, and this is Terrazinia. She's got her crow on her shoulder. She's got some demonic magical skull on her hand and a necromantic tome. The potions on her belt, a shrunken head. Lots of really cool bits and doodads and stuff. So anyway, that's one of the factions you can choose. There are 3 other ones we'll reveal over the next few weeks, but that is the very first one that we're going to show you guys. And this will be a miniature that we'll have at Reapercon in some form or another. So there you go. There's 2 really fun, cool Reapercon previews. Lauren, I don't know which costume you like better.
I don't know either, but I know what faction I like.
Okay, all right. Well, there's a start. One. There you go.
She looks so rad.
Cool. Yeah, that's really cool. So thanks to Max Dunbar and to Izzy Talon Collier for the great concept work. Really fun stuff. So, well, again, we'll be revealing more about the Reapercon 22 factions in the coming weeks. All right. So there you go. What do you want to do next?
Oh, I have until Reapercon to train a raven.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
What do you have, John?
I just have a few, since we're talking about Bone 6 and all that stuff. I have a few memes for Bone 6. Justin, if you just want to go any of them, it's fine.
Hold on, before we do that, though. The other 3 photos you have here, Ron, did we not want to show these?
Yeah, we're going to show them. We'll show them after the memes.
After the memes, okay. So they're related to something else. I just want to make sure.
Yeah.
We'll go through these quickly. Just because. You can just throw any one of them up.
Just
go down the list.
Pick.
Okay.
Just do it. Just throw something up.
Just
That
throw
one.
up. Just throw up is what you're saying.
Just push a button.
Just push the
Yeah.
Look, it's goblins on wolves. I love that meme.
Oh,
Yeah,
beautiful.
good meme.
Yeah.
Goblins on wolves.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go with this one.
Oh,
Okay.
the rotating goblins. There we go.
There you go. But yeah, we'll just go through these. We don't have to talk about them, but just show them off. Have some good times.
You don't need to say anything about that one. That's enough said right there.
Nope. There you go. This one's for Ronald.
Yeah.
This
gonna
is
be Ron.
Success Kid.
Who did that?
Success. I don't have the names of who did them. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'll start doing that more.
We're
Okay.
gonna cheer
They'll
you
probably
on.
Speak up in chat. Just practicing for Bone 6. These are good. Oh, right here. This is
Yeah.
Mandapar had good use. It has good use.
I
Yeah.
disagree, man. Someone put up.
That's so true.
It's a never-ending cycle.
Somebody put up a really cool Mandapar. Jason Weeby sent it to me. It was probably from the Reaper Facebook groups, but it was someone had purchased 2 Mandapar passes and painted them side by side for use as a Demogorgon temple for their role-playing game. Put lots of jungle plants. So instead of a Himalayan snow thing, it was a jungle, vibrant jungle setting, and it had 2 different Mandapar pass heads on there. It was really cool. It was really, really cool. I don't know who did that. But
Nice.
man, no love for Mandapar Pass. I swear, it's so cool.
Me proud of the dent I made in Bone 5.
So true.
It's been the common theme. That's a good one.
For many, we had it on the website a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh, this one's my favorite. This one's for Ed. They're the same thing.
They're so clearly different. I don't see what the big deal is. They're clearly-
I like the meme where it was just simply us trying to explain it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Here it is. This also accompanies that. That's when we were trying to explain the Bones USA changes. Everybody's like, okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
You could sub that one too for talking about Australia. Same thing.
Yeah.
There it is. So do you guys know this meme? It's like sophisticated Winnie the Pooh. So it's like,
Yeah.
he's fancy. You got to get the fancy Bones USA legends.
That's right. That's right.
And then
Those
I think
are
there's a
good.
few more. Oh, this one's for me. It says, we need to split the Bones USA into 2 lines. Yeah, awesome. Why not just keep them in its own line? Throw them out the window.
Exactly. That would be Ron's office. They're going out.
Yeah, that's my window right there.
But yeah, that one's pretty funny. And I
Look,
think that's it.
think about it this way. With 2 lines of miniatures, you get twice as many miniatures. Who's got a problem with that? I don't. So there you go.
I don't think. Yeah. Okay.
We need to.
Twice as many.
Didn't you say Boom Mike Dave had photoshopped Ed's face on one of
Oh,
those?
he did. Yeah, I'll get that.
Yeah.
I know where it's at. I'll get it while we look at Ron's photos.
All right.
Yeah.
Speaking of Bone 6, last week John pulled up a bunch of previous images that we've done from previous Reaper Lives. And so we saw, I think, oh gosh, we had the Minotaur. We had a few different ones. So tonight we'll show, Justin, let's pull up Fire Newts. You guys may remember this from an episode of Reaper Live several months ago, like a year ago. But these are
I
the
remember
Fire
it vividly.
Newts. You should. These are the Fire Newts by Jason Weeby. So these are going to be in the core set somewhere. Hopefully, if we can unlock them, they'll be revealed. But this will be a set of 4 badass little Fire Newts. So I expected when I asked Jason to do some Fire Newts, I expected them to sort of look like the the Geico gecko, with a sword. Like, here I am. And so Jason went like, now I'll show you a gecko or a fire newt. And he just did, these are badass. And the wizard, the shaman guy, is just too cool. It's so awesome.
So I actually have that staff somewhere. Like, I have something very similar, so maybe a new costume idea.
All right. There you go. Lauren's going to be a fire newt for Reapercon. All right.
I'm excited. Okay.
Yeah, those are cool. Those are really cool. Let's see. Now, Justin, there's an image called the number 2 HEDD. Weeby and his naming conventions. This is the giant two-headed troll. We did a two-headed troll in Bones 4, but this is the new version of Lard Gulp, the two-headed troll. An updated,
nice.
more badass version of Lard Gulp. So, Joseph Wolf and I were playing around some ideas for what monsters would make what would be cool monsters in a dungeon, specifically, if you were playing Caverns of Doom or something like that. And then Ed and Dave, you remember Diablo 1?
Yeah.
When we played Diablo, we played the hell out of Diablo 1. And on the second level, what was the guy on the second level?
Was it the Butcher on that one, or was he third?
The Butcher. He was on the second. You had to go to the third level and level up, then come back to the second level.
To get yes. Yeah.
So the concept, so my idea was in the Caverns of Doom, wherever that is and whenever that comes out, you're going to find Lard Gulp wandering around the second level. And if you jack with him, he will just torch you. He will just going to mess you up so bad. So if you're watching now, go to the third level, empty out the third level of the Caverns of Doom, then go back to the second level, and then maybe you'll have a chance against Lard Gulp, the two-headed.
And run around in a circle after you aggro him and have all your friends shoot arrows at him until he finally gets soft enough to say, yeah.
That's how we ended up killing.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. Lard Gulp, really cool. I love the weapon, the tombstone weapon. I love the femurs on his bracer. I love his belt buckle that Jason gave him. The bracer on his left arm's got a horse, and then there's some stuff on the back which I didn't send Justin a back shot. But yeah, he's super cool.
Yeah,
I like the
broken
new
horns,
rhino looking. Yeah. I'm a Dave.
Yeah,
really cool.
I also like that it's not metal. So.
Yeah. So old Lard Gulp, the two-headed troll, should be appearing somewhere in Bone 6 as well. So
nice.
There you go. Now, as far as new stuff, Justin, there's a turnaround I sent you. Can you look at that real quick? Everyone's favorite classic monster, the Sturge.
Oh, nice.
So you got two Sturges here. You've got tall Sturge, high-flying Sturge, as we should say, and then we have his little brother, low-flying Sturge. And so these are by Bobby Jackson, and these are literally right now being printed as we speak. They're on the printer here at our factory, and we're doing some tests to see how well they do at this size, because they're so small. We'll have to make sure they're thick enough, and for example, we see the nose that hooks into the mold. We'll have to make sure that it's not at a too bad an angle. So just things like that. We're just little test prints to see if we need to make any adjustments. Maybe to see if the tail is too thin, or if we need to raise the rock up. Just stuff like that to make sure these things do work for production. So there's two of your Sturges for your Sturge swarm. So if you want to make a Sturge swarm, and I believe that right now these are intended to be not in the core set, but in one of the options. I'm not really quite sure what, or one of the expansions. I had to look at my spreadsheet and see, but there you go. There's your Sturges. They're the really cool Sturges. And now, Justin, there's one more image to show. That's the last one I sent you. Bog stuff. Okay.
Ooh.
So this is kind of a catch-all image. So we see the peat bog shambler on the far left. We looked at him last week. So, and then in the front there, you see the leprechaun. That is going to be putting our cards way out in advance. That's the March promotional piece. The leprechaun.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So right now the plan is for the leprechaun to come out with 3 of his little mushroom buddies. It looks like he's kind of the Pied Piper, like
The Piper,
playing his fiddle, and the mushroom guys are kind of following him. But I don't know what Jason had in mind when he did this. But there's the Leprechaun from March, and probably the 3 different mushroom guys in the pack with him, or something like that. We'll let you guys know the details. It may just be the Leprechaun by himself. And also, that is the thing in the back there is a statue. That's an idol to an ancient, I guess, an owl demon sort of deity that these primitive humans worshipped. His name was Scraw, and Joseph Wolf came up with this. And we were looking at an adventure, and then we were like, we got to have a statue to Scraw. So that is Scraw. That's basically just a statue. But what that did, that inspired some other things that we talked about this week. So you may see some. I'll just sort of leave it right there. That you'll see this guy somewhere in Bone 6 in one of the option levels. But yeah, lots of fun stuff. That's all by Jason Weeby, and Jason did a fantastic job. His stuff's really firing right now, so he's doing really some good stuff. So there you go. There's your Bone 6 preview and review with some older stuff. And there's a lot more to show you guys over the next few weeks when it comes to Bone 6. There you go.
Woo!
Hey, more claps, Justin.
Clap, clap, clap.
Clap, 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 clap.
Okay. All right. There you go. There's all the fun stuff. There you go. So now,
very cool.
Yeah. Now, according to the run sheet, it's time for the fast pitch update.
Well, they're on break. It's kind of cold outside, so there is no fast pitch update.
No, that sounds like
well,
for me.
That is news that is interesting, but not hobby related. So that's so much for that section. And then, so I guess we're getting ready for the comedy corner. Anything you guys want to cover before the comedy corner?
Did you find that picture of me, John?
Yes, I said it's in the folder, Justin. If you just update it, refresh it. It's labeled as 1.
Was it last week we did it, or?
Yeah.
Justin, you there?
Yeah.
It's numbered 1. Yeah, he's trying to find it. I think.
I'm digging through it.
Yeah.
Justin.
You there?
I'm here. Just digging through the
There you go.
Yeah. That really happened.
Yeah, it's like someone took a picture in your office.
Yeah. What do you think, Ron?
That's all you, man.
Yeah, we do need a flow chart. I agree, Steve.
Really?
It's not-
I mean, look, it's not that. It's not that. All you got to know is there's just let's just pretend it's metal. Let's just pretend it's metal. Bones USA is just metal, and you have 2 different lines of metal figures. You have Chronoscope, Warlord, Dark Heaven Legends, Pathfinder. You have all these metal ranges.
Heresy.
All Reaper Legends and all Dungeon Dwellers are just 2 different lines of figures made out of plastic. That's all it is. Just 2 different lines of figures. That's all it is. No big deal, right?
little insider information. We actually filmed a video yesterday.
Yeah.
A little snippet of us basically delineating what this is in terms of our figure lines, and this is exactly what the storyboard looked like. We shot it.
We had it spread out on the table. Yes, Ron, you say this, I'll say that, and then it would go live on the camera, and we just sort of stare at like, what?
Pretty much. Look,
How true.
Just don't even look at the packaging. Just look at the figure and buy what you like. It doesn't matter what package it's in. It's all cool stuff, right? We hope. So,
Right.
Yeah.
Here.
It's either a legend or a Dark Heaven legend, or.
John, don't start now.
All right, sorry.
But there
Or
will
legendary
be
Dark Heaven.
say something. There will be some form of sci-fi or stuff. The Chronoscope. I don't know. Ron and I were talking about it today. There'll be some. I believe that we're going to make sure there's something in there for the Kickstarter. Now, what, when, and how, we'll leave that to Ron.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. We'll leave it to Ron.
I've got burns on my arm where Ed was twisting it so hard.
The Indian rope burn.
That's right. He's like, you're gonna put Chronoscope in here this time. Fine. I'm twisting my arm. All right, cool. All right, so here we go. Time for Dave's comedy.
Woo!
Hey, we get claps. Oh,
Yeah.
hey. Well, all right. So I hope everybody's having a good week so far. Everybody, good week.
Yeah.
All right. All right.
Yes.
Yeah. How's everybody's New Year's resolutions going?
Good.
Justin?
Yeah.
You know, some of those songs from the 60s and 70s, they just don't really translate into today's culture. Justin?
Yeah, that's not Yeah.
And let's see. Some people can just sense when something bad is about to happen. And of course, you know, no one listens to them, but they should. Justin?
That's a good one.
Have you ever watched one of those cooking shows and wonder, how the hell do they come up with those meals? Well, I thought I'd give it a try this week. Justin?
Grape relish reduction.
Paired with a brioche bun.
Yeah. Yeah.
It looks really good right now, to be honest.
Yeah. You know, it's always Ron, you've and Ed, and I don't know, John, and I assume you other guys have played D&D, but it's always fun to start a new adventure, a new campaign, discovering the mysteries that need to be solved. Justin?
Yeah, this is it.
Yep, we're here. We've all seen where where a family is dedicated to a cause, like in politics or something. Just the whole family's involved. But then something happens that makes you think, "What happened to them?" Justin?
That's really topical. Good one.
Remember, Reaperland, when you're trying to impress that person of your fascination, I have it on good authority that you should always try and be creative. Justin?
Oh God. Brutal.
Now, there are a lot of players out there, but you know, I consider Captain Kirk the universal player. Justin?
Prepare to park.
Don't do it.
And you know, Captain Kirk was that type person. He has a reputation of being a ladies' man, but he would do whatever it takes, and you got to admire that. Justin?
That's a good comeback.
And remember,
Nice.
when dating, it's always good to be open and upfront to start with. It really helps in the relationship. Justin? There you go. There's the comedy corner for this week.
Good one.
Yay.
Yeah.
And the crowd goes wild.
And they go wild and start throwing their laundry at me to do.
There you go.
And dishes to wash.
And dishes to wash.
Well, I think that about wraps it up this week.
Yeah.
So
Think
tomorrow,
so.
John, you and I,
Yeah.
Reaperland.
Yeah. Weepleland. Yeah, we have a lot of stuff. We didn't have a Reaperland last week because Justin got stuck in traffic. And he had a lot of video editing stuff to do for Ed. So that was
Always for
we
Ed.
decided to
Always for
cancel it.
Ed.
And so yeah, we'll be back tomorrow, 3 p.m. Central, as well as tomorrow morning. And there's no Reaper Errant tomorrow, I don't think. That is next week.
No, and
And-
I believe we actually rescheduled the House of X from earlier this month to tomorrow, so there should be a House of X.
Oh, House of X
there you
tomorrow.
go.
Unless
Oh,
that
excellent.
gets canceled. So, to my knowledge, we do have a House of X. So,
All right.
All right. Well, time to give some stuff away.
Ooh.
That's right. Get your hashtag freeze in. You got probably 5 seconds.
4, 3.
Yeah, 5 laggy seconds.
Or we could just count 5 red dots on Ron's phone.
Yes.
2, 3,
3.
4, 5. There you go.
5.
All right.
Woo.
The red dots.
Ready to read these names out, John? Or Ed?
It's just
or
Steve
Dave?
Skellman calling me all the time, leaving me messages. He won't stop
Yeah.
calling me.
Yeah. Hey, Ron, I just thought of something. Hey, Ron, I just thought of something.
See, that's my job. That's what I do all day.
Oh, yeah, Justin, tell me what we do.
I'm gonna do to you what I do to Steve. Just not answer the damn phone. Go straight.
We are
Yeah,
doing
but Steve just can't
20.
go upstairs and knock on the door and hope that you're not hiding behind your desk and I can't see you.
I do have a lock on the door. That's for sure.
Yes, but it's got a window in the door, so.
Just
Yeah,
shut
but
the
he'll
block.
go into the Indiana Jones office and just sit there and snicker, and you can hear it through the wall, but he won't let you see him.
Ooh. So
Not
20,
really
20 names?
Yes, 20.
And how do I know that? Because it's real. All right.
All right, we ready?
Okay.
Ready.
John's in a
Let's
hurry.
go.
Overlord _minis. Smash 0. P. Wheelier.
Willauer.
Greymail. Queen of Chalices 11. Skelsey.
Ooh.
Robin Boy Wonder.
Oh.
Charleston. Bexa 13A. Paladin 65. T. Tuckerman. Custom Toys. Jetta Rose. In Trouble.
Hey, in trouble.
Hey.
Newen Code. Capel 74. Rhymer. Hez Shizu. He Shizu.
Thanks, Rex.
Pickalick.
And last but not least,
Nearsighted Giraffe. You did it.
Woo.
Nearsighted Giraffe. Congratulations to all the winners. It's episode 155.
Yes.
Episode 155. That's what you need to put in your email. You won a $20 gift card to reapermini.com. Congratulations. The email you need to email is right there in chat. Giveaways at reapermini.com. Congratulations, everyone.
Awesome.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations,
Oh, hold on. I
everyone.
think I can do something here. Let me try something.
Uh-oh.
new. Oh, never mind.
John's going to try
I
something.
lied to you.
No?
I lied to you.
All right.
Never mind. We don't have it turned on. I'll turn it on tomorrow.
wait, what?
Yeah.
What is this, John?
Nothing. Hey,
Okay.
I hope everybody has a good weekend. I started playing a new game. If anybody is playing Mortal Online 2, hit me up. It's really fun. We'll talk about it more tomorrow as well on Reaperland.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, we
Um,
should talk about
yeah.
that tomorrow.
Yeah, so join us tomorrow,
Mortal,
3 p.m.
huh?
Central. Yeah, and all of our
It's-
other shows. We have
Yeah.
shows all week here on Twitch. So if you are new here, give us a follow. We have shows all week, every week. A lot of fun.
Creative Crafty, the Clever Crow.
Yes.
Yes.
I watched Clever
Nailed
Crow's
it.
Skull. It was very neat to see that and learning how to do that. All of the different little tools Jason was taking him through. So there's always
You
something.
mean
for us.
ADHD sculpting? That's what we call that.
So, well, this is the last weekend to get your free Null Black Mane Ravager. Come Tuesday, it's the Wag Halter. So if you want the free Null Ravager, you have until Monday at midnight, I guess, right, to get that guy. And then
Yeah.
switch over to the Wag Halter. So make sure you do that.
Yep.
And we have new releases coming up on February 7th. We have a lot of new figures coming out, so be ready for that. And if you haven't got your Goblin Paint Kit, Quick Paint Kit, that's on sale now as well. So lots of fun stuff in the store. There you go.
Yeah, when Lady
What are we rating
did say
tonight, Justin?
earlier about getting Anne her unique pokey, and I forgot if it was a dragon head pokey that needs to be worked on
Ooh.
for Anne. So
All right, who
I'm-
are we rating tonight?
Yeah.
Pulling up a raid here. Hold on a second. Trying to find someone new since we've kind of stuck to our, normal raids here lately, but it's more fun to introduce some new people to the community. Especially when they don't expect it.
We have Monster Den Minis is doing some stuff, it looks like. Monster Den.
The bigger paint nozzles have gone into the production. I checked that actually last week. So, I mean, the little ones are still going to stay around, but I know that for outgoing production now, 100% of it is with the larger nozzles. So,
cool. Very cool.
There we go.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's do it.
Hit up. Here we go. Monster Den Minis.
Yes, the wide nipples.
Bark Axe. Oh, there we go. We got a suggestion from In Trouble. Let's go with that. Bark Axe miniatures.
Bark Axe.
Well, y'all have fun. Have a great week.
Yeah.
Stay safe.
Yes. Please stay safe.
Stay safe. Get your vaccines. Wash your hands. Be prepared for Reapercon.
Ooh,
yes.
yeah.
All
Be
right.
ready. Big news coming soon.
Somebody asked
night, folks.
So I don't think we're not doing anything that I'm aware of, other than we're actually going back to what we would do as a regular Reapercon. Is that right, Ron?
Well, we were going to wait until it gets closer to make sure that on COVID, but other than that, yeah.
Right now, it looks like it'll just be a full-blown Reapercon.
All right.
Yep.
Have a great weekend, everybody. If we don't see you tomorrow, and thanks for hanging out with us tonight.
Y'all take care.